All right, here we go again, people. It's another project for Rhino. This project, what we're going to be building is headache rack slash light bar slash tarp cover platform, I guess. I don't have any blueprints. I'm just going off of my mind. So, that's what I do with a lot of stuff that I have that I build. But this one's gonna be a little bit more in detail, so these videos might come in part 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, because I don't want to make the videos real long. I'm gonna try to keep it under 10 minutes each video, and I'm gonna be going from there. But I'm gonna show you what I have right now. All right, so far I have a mess, of course, y'all see, and what I went ahead and cut my angle right here. And what I did is I'm starting off with these. Only reason that being is because if you actually put a level on, I know it's crooked, but if I were to make everything straight as can be, of course it's gonna have a little gap right there on both sides, and it's gonna be arching down. I already have both sides installed, drilled the hose to be able to put 4 bolts in it to make it pretty sturdy and strong. When I went to the metal yard the other day, I got square tubing, 20 foot long, 2 1/8 by 2 1/8, 11 gauge. Did get a 20-foot piece. Also got a 20-foot piece of 3 by 2 by 5/16 angle iron. I also got 3 by 2 by 11 gauge 20-foot rectangular tubing, and I'm gonna show you what I have so far. Besides having this mounted, yes, I know, right there I made a line in it. It is a little bit crooked, so I'm gonna have to bang it out with well, that's me going on the cheap side and getting a price reduction for that. But I'm gonna show you what I have so far besides these rail pieces. So starting at the sides, on both sides of that headache rack, I messed up on the top, of course. So this is 20 inches. I'm probably gonna be cutting it a little bit shorter, and I had to cut 2 different angles. I know it looks a little bit weird to y'all right now. That's supposed to be square, but it's actually not. But I did that for a reason. Reason number 1, of course, it's not gonna go this way, it's gonna go this way. Reason number 1 is, of course, that's one angle, and I want it to go kind of with the contour of the cab. I don't want to have it poking out or anything like that because it looks stupid to me. I'm just gonna have it flush with the angle iron. That's fine. I mean, it's a little bit in, but I mean, I'm okay with that. And also the other angle, I don't know if y'all can see, this is straight. If I were to do it straight, this is straight right here, and I actually follow the contour of the cab, and that's where the other angle came out. All right, y'all, so what I did is I looked on the Google, the Play Store, and I actually found an angle finder. I measured these angles, 75, each one is 75. Okay, here it goes. Each one is 75. So I have these pieces that are going on like that, and what I'm gonna do is, it's upside down, of course, I'm gonna be welding these parts together, and so it's gonna be going a little angle, another angle, and flat across. All right, so here it is. I already welded it on all the way across. Make sure everything was level, and the truck is sitting on level ground. The truck itself is level too. I should know all about that, putting this lift kit on. So now what I'm doing, I'm getting this piece. It's actually square tubing. This is rectangular tubing. I'm actually getting the square tubing, and I'm gonna have it braced here all the way down for the bottom piece. And after that, after I weld that on, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off so that I could go ahead and finish it off with it on the ground. All right, here we are the next day. I went ahead and pulled this thing off after I welded in the part to reinforce the bottom part of the headache rack. that I was saying I was going to do yesterday. Like I said, I went ahead and put it off, and it's sitting on the ground right now. Let me show it to you. Alright, here it is. It's on the ground already. This piece, I could see that there's some parts that do need to be welded. Wasn't able to. This is a pretty big gap. I'm going to have to close that up with the welder. I wasn't able to weld it on until after I took it off of the truck, but I closed down the shop because it was time to eat and it was already getting late. And this piece, the reason why I had this piece on the top is because I'm gonna go ahead and make it the same length, but the only thing is this part that's angled forward, I'm not gonna have the second piece right next to it. What I'm gonna do is this isn't the part that I'm gonna use, but what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna have it a little bit off, and it's gonna angle a little bit more, and I'm gonna have another piece a little bit more angled up here and sideways, and then that's gonna be the top piece going across. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm talking about, but eventually y'all see what I mean. All right, here we are, another day. It did rain a little bit last night, well, quite a bit, and so I'm not necessarily gonna bring all my equipment out here besides the grinder. I am underneath my carport, so I'll be okay as far as that. Well, what I'm doing is the pieces that slide back to the very end, I went ahead and put some holes in it. This one was already done. No, you know what? I just put these two bolt holes through it, and on the part that's actually mounted to the bed, I went ahead and put this hole. This one was already set in there, and I drilled into the bed for that one whenever I first mounted it on the bed. And these clamps, I know some of y'all are gonna be like, what the heck you doing with those clamps? Whatever, man. You know, I was doing some woodwork, making some cabinet doors for my kitchen. I didn't have any other clamps, so I went ahead and used these. This is gonna be the second bar that is gonna be sliding to the back, and here in a minute I'll be able to bolt. Here in a minute I'll be able to bolt these pieces on, and after I bolt them on, I'm gonna have to start figuring out a way to get the angle from this piece to this piece right here. So that one piece gonna have 4 different angles in it. So what I'm gonna be doing is something I was thinking about last night, was actually using cardboard, using a cardboard piece first to get the specific angles, because you know, I'm not a rocket scientist or anything like that. I'll just try to figure stuff out, you know, little tricks that you learn along the way, especially when you're doing fabrication. So, and it's the first time you've done something like this. Well, it's wild. So I have my bar set in place. I'm gonna go ahead and finish knocking out these holes, and we'll be good. And this one, I guess we'll go ahead and close this one out, and I'll start another video with after I cut out that one piece, and I'll show y'all how I did on the angles.